Hi, in this video, we're going to go through Primary 5 Math, the topic of ratio. And specifically, we're looking at ratios with no constant where everything has changed. So in these types of question, you find that nothing remains the same. So the other types are constant total, constant difference, constant part. All right. So in this kind of question, nothing remains the same. All the quantities have changed. And these are usually 4 to 5 mark questions, and they are they might seem difficult, but they are really not that difficult once you know one key step, which I'm going to show you, and I want you to practice on your own. It might seem easy when I'm doing it, but I want you to practice on your own and make sure you can do it without my help. All right, so let's learn how to do it and get that A star. So before we start on the first question, let's look at this basic question. A has twice of B, all right, and B has 10. So how many does A have? So some thinking points here. This is a super easy question. If you don't know this, something is wrong. So who has more? So A has twice of B. So when I draw the model, I always draw the one with the more on top and the one with lesser at the bottom. So A has twice of B. So A has 1U, 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 twice of B. Who has more? So A has more, right? And how can we make A and B the same? So let's start with a simple question. A is to B is 2 is to 1. A got another 60, B lost 150. After that, A is to B is 4 is to 1. How much did A have at first? All right. So again, let's write out the mathematical structure, which is the people is on this row and the changes is in this column. So A is to B is 2 is to 1. And then A got another 50. So this is the change. A got another 60 and B lost 150. So this 2 units, 1 unit. After that, A is to B is 4 is to 1. So how much did A have at first? All right, so no part is the same, no total is the same, nothing is the same. So how do I solve this question? So I combine these two parts together and I combine these two parts together. So become 2U plus 60 and 1U minus 150. Now, if you know, right, 1U minus 150 is sort of like 1/4, and this is 4. So I need to make them the same, all right? I need to put an equal sign over here. And how can I put an equal sign over here? So if this is 1U, this is 4U, I can actually divide this by 4 to make it 1, or easier, I can times 4 to make it 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times 4 to 1U to make it 4U. So I'm going to times 4 to this part to make it the same as this side. All right. So this is actually that key step that I was talking about. You need to realize that when I combine the 1U minus 150 and the 2U plus 60, and I need this equal sign in the middle, I need to do something called a cross multiply. And a cross multiply is basically I take this, multiply here, and I take this, multiply here. And then they will become equal and I can solve it. All right, because 1 times this is still 1, so this question is a bit easier. So let's work this out. 4 times 1U and then 4 times 150 is 4. 4 times 1U is 4U. 4 times 150 is 600. So minus 600 equals to 2U plus 60. Now, this is the second part of the question or the solution that you must know. So you must learn how to solve this type of equation, all right, to get that marks. So you need to learn how to solve. And the most important thing is all the U's to one side and all the numbers to another side. All right. So that's all. That's all. So all the U's to one side. So I have my 4U here. Just put a plus sign here in front. put a plus sign here in front to make things clearer. So I have my 4u here, so equals to, I move my 2u over here, so it becomes 4u plus becomes minus 2u. I have my 600, I move it here, so 600 plus 60, so it's 60 plus 600, because it's minus, go over becomes plus, so equals to 2u over here, 660. I'm going to switch sides, so 2u equals to 660, 1u equals to 330. Alright, so once you get this, you're on the way to solving this problem. More than 90% solving it. Alright, so you need to understand how to do this part of the equation. Make sure you can change the numbers around, make them change from plus to minus, and then minus to plus, and times becomes divide, divide becomes times. So how much did A have at first? So A have 2 units at first. So therefore, 2 units, this is the answer. Alright. So 2 units is 660. So A had 660 at first. So for this question, I just want to emphasize some of the parts. This is the key part of the solution where you need to do your cross multiply. Alright, so you cross multiply the 4 to here and the 1 to here. If you don't really understand, it's fine. Alright, just as long as you memorize the techniques, it's all the same. After a while, you realize that all the questions use the same method. Alright, this type of questions. So once you figure out that this is a no constant ratio question, then just use this method. It's the same. So you just need to cross multiply, then work out all the negative signs move over. You need to learn to put the positive sign in front of the number. Usually there's no sign, just learn to put the positive sign, so when you move it over, it's easy for you to change the sign to negative or to positive. So move over, then move the u to one side, the numbers to another side, and then you can work it out already. Alright, so let's look at a few more examples. A is to B is 1 is to 5. A received 5 more, B received 12 more. After that, A is to B is 1 is to 4. A and B at first. So A is to B. So again, all your people are here. All the changes on this column is 1 is to 5. So 1 unit, 5 unit. So the change is A received 5 more. B received 12 more. After that, it becomes 1 is to 4. Alright. So A and B at first, what is it? So again, combine this together. 1u plus 5. Combine this together. 5u plus 12. So 5u plus 12 is 4 times of this. So do your cross multiply. This one times 4. This one times 1. So if this is like 3 is to 4, just multiply this side by 3. Then that's about it. So I have 4 times 1u plus 5 equals. So this cross multiply, after the cross multiply, it becomes an equal sign because you made them equal. 5u plus 12. So 4 times 1u is 4u plus 5 times 4 is 20 equals to 5u plus 12. Now the next step, put the positive sign in front of your u's. Move the u's to one side. I can move my 5 here, but then I'll be like 4u minus 5u, which is minus 1u, which is a bit difficult. So instead, I prefer to move it this side, and I will move my 12 this side. So I put my equal sign. I copy down my 5u. 4u move back, plus 4u becomes minus 4u. 12 goes there, becomes 20 minus 12. Plus 12 becomes minus 12. So equals to 1u is 8. So 1u equals to 8. A and B at first. So A is 1u. So A is 8. B equals to 5u times 8 equals to 40. Alright, so that's the answer. So again, the one I want to emphasize is this portion, alright, the cross multiply. and learn how to carry over the value. So if I want to bring my for u over, put a plus sign over here. So when I carry over, I know that it becomes minus. Put a plus sign in front of my 5 as well, just to make sure I know that it's a plus. My 12 goes over, becomes negative, so it becomes 20 minus 12. So 1u is 8, and a is 1u, so a is 8. B is 5u, so b is 40. All right, so the key part that you must know is this one, the cross multiply, and also how to manipulate your units and numbers. Okay, let's look at another one. So a is to b is 2 is to 5. So let's write down the u's over here. A lost 40, b lost 128. After that, a is to b is 2 is to 3. So 2u minus 40, 5u minus 128. And then I do a cross multiply. Okay, now it's 2 is to 3, so it's a cross multiply. A cross multiply, and I'll make it an equal sign. So 2 times 2u minus 40 equals to 3 times 5u minus 128. Alright, so I take my 2 times my this, times my this, times this, times this. So it becomes, now, okay, the rest you can do yourself. Just copy from, refer to the answers above, and then do this yourself and find out the answer for yourself. Alright, and let me check in class. A and B, 3, 8 are A at 18, B at 16. In the end, there are 5, 6 as many A and B in the end. So A and B, so this one you need to know again, 3 over 8 are A, so therefore this is 3 unit, and this is 5 units, alright? Total is actually 8 units, so B is 5 units. A at 18, B at 16. In the end, there are 5, 6 as many A as B, so 5 is your A and 6 is your B. So 5 unit is to 6 unit. So same thing, 3 unit plus 18, 5 unit plus 16. Then I want to make them equal, so I draw my cross multiply. So it's 6 times 3u plus 18, 5 times 5u plus 16. Solve for your 1u equals to, and then A and B in the end is 5u and 6u. So get your 5u and your 6u. So again, do this yourself and then show me the answer when I see you in class. There are 4/5 as many A as B. A lost 20, B got 33 more. In the end, there are 4/7 as many A as B. So this should be A and this is B. 4 is A and 7 is B. Alright, so A is to B is 4 is to 5. After a while you see, right, it's all the same. A lost 20, B got 33 more. In the end, there are 4 is to 7 as many. So 4u minus 20, 5u plus 33. Do a cross multiply. 7 times 4u minus 20, 4 times 5u plus 33. Alright, equals. And then solve for 1u, A and B at first, find 4u and 5u. Same question, same type of solution. Make sure you get your cross multiply. 80% are A, the rest are B. A at 63, B at 46. After that, 75% are A. So now that's percentage. So 80% is A. The rest are B, which is 20%. All right, which is also 0.2, which is also 1/5, which is 0.8, which is 4/5. All right, you need to know all these conversions at the back of your hand. So A at 63, B at 46. After that, 75% are A, 75% are A, 25% are B. So again, same thing, 80% plus 63, 20% plus 46. Do a cross multiply. and you know the routine. So this is an equal sign. That's the important one. Okay, solve this and show it to me in class.